Okay, there we are. I want to make sure that the sound is working, the video is on. TikTok is being a pain in my ass today, but hey, what's new? Good morning, my lovelies. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the show. This is Mel Dalton, your hostess with the mostest, here with Monday Music. I'm in a brand new t-shirt from Magpie Studios. I'm all about the bird shirts, right? Yes. So the project, and I mentioned this a couple weeks ago. November, was it? I think. I was planning, I decided that I was going to do an EP for Valentine's Day. Didn't happen. Earlier this month, it got downgraded. It was like, okay, doing this myself is in fact not working as well as I hoped it would. So, instead, I will just do a single. That didn't happen either. However, there's a fella named Jack Wilson who is here in town, and he found me on Bandmix years ago. And then a couple of years ago, I was off doing my elections thing, right? Running my precinct on election day, and this fellow walks up to me. He's like, "Hey, you're Mel. Good to meet you in person." And I'm like, "Who the hell is this rando? I don't know who this person is." And it was him. So he introduced himself, and we chatted for a minute, and turns out he has a recording studio, and he has offered to help me out finishing this project up because it is beyond my skill set at present, and I unfortunately do not have the time with the Lighthouse and the other projects and everything else I have going on. I do not have time to learn how to do this. Yeah. The good news is that my guitar playing is improving, so I mean, I'm making progress on many fronts, but learning how to do my own recording and mixing is apparently not going to be one of them. So I'm going to head over after this show, and we're going to hopefully finish up yesterday's so that you guys can have that before, before Valentine's Day. Put a love song out before Valentine's Day. I was going to have it out this week. That was the plan. And then y'all would have some time before Valentine's Day to get used to this song existing and tell other people. And then by Valentine's Day, other people will know. But you know what? We're just going to do it as we can, and which I think is a theme, really, for all of life, for pretty much everyone out there. We do what we can, when we can, as best as we can. So that's my plan, but lovely new shirt, love the color. And good morning, Harry, thank you for tuning in. We have some movement on the new band. We actually have our first practice scheduled. We may have a lead guitarist. I don't know. We don't have a definitive answer from this person, but they are a full-time musician, and they have never played in a band. They're doing the solo thing. They've been doing the solo thing for a long time. They're really good. They're a good vocalist as well, and so they can take over on some of that, which is a big factor for me. Y'all know, with my voice, I'm not going to be able to sing for 3 hours by myself. So, but being able to have a couple other singers in the band is a top priority. And this individual not only is a great guitarist, is also a great vocalist, and seems like a mighty fun person. So I hopefully they will, after due consideration, be able to give me a thumbs up because I would very much want that. I would love to see that happen. Yeah, yeah. But we do have our first rehearsal scheduled toward the end of February, and hopefully we will be off and running at that point to get some stuff happening. So, yeah, yeah. The Irish project is also going well, with a big fat asterisk. When I rehearsed with Veronica last week, went in and she said something about how nice it was to work with someone who came prepared, which, oh, I totally hear that. It is so frustrating to be working with a person and try to put a project together, and every time you show up for rehearsal, you're basically the same place you were last week or 2 weeks ago at the end of rehearsal. Sometimes you have to go over the things that you went over at rehearsal last time. So you're like taking 2 steps forward and another step back. I never want to be that person. So when I go and show up to rehearsal, I want to be like ready to roll. Like I have practiced. I am farther ahead than we were last time. I have gotten better on the things we worked on. I have worked on other things as well. And we're progressing. And so she said something to the effect of how nice it is to work with someone who is like that. And honestly, I said the same thing right back to her because, yes, yes. So I'm really excited to have somebody who is dedicated to this thing, who, in fact, it was her idea. The project was her idea in the first place. So it would be pretty lousy if she wasn't dedicated to it. So all fairness there. But yes, it's fantastic to have that going on. However, the asterisk comes in with, I'm progressing, but not only am I having to learn all of these new songs, I am also having to learn a whole new style of guitar playing. And frankly, it's very difficult for me. I am not progressing as quickly as I had hoped. So when I see her tomorrow, we're going to have a little discussion about that, I am working on it, but I physically cannot pick that much. And Irish guitar playing is very fast strumming, and I am not used to that. And so keeping that pattern up and keeping that rhythm going by myself, it's rough. It's harder than I thought it was going to be. So, yeah. Yeah. So that's where that is. I don't think we're going to have an hour's worth of music done and ready to go. I don't think I will have an hour's worth of music done and ready to go by St. Patty's. And even more than that, I would like to have at least half of this done. I would at least like to have the confidence that I'm capable of it in the next week or two. Because we have to book in advance, right? You can't just show up on St. Patrick's Day and say, hey, we're playing for you now, right? You got to have this done in advance. And we're already pushing the envelope on that. So, yeah. I don't know. It might not happen. We'll have a good talk about it tomorrow. Jeff can confirm that I am in fact working on it and trying to make some progress. But yeah, we'll see what she thinks about it, and it'll go from there. Not quitting, just being realistic in the expectations, because that's important. If you overpromise and underdeliver, it really, no, that's not where I want to be. I always want to underpromise and overdeliver, and then leave people going, oh my God, wow. That's my goal. Kaden, good morning. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. Good to see you. Howdy, howdy. Yeah, so yeah, that's the music progress as we have going right now. The Juliets played Saturday at the up at the Knucklehead. Great show, wonderful turnout. Thank you guys so much, and oh my God, the love you showed to the tip jar. Thank you. Wow, brilliant. We really appreciate that ever so much. We had a request for a song that none of us had ever played. I had not played it. I had not sung it. Chrissy had never sung it, never done backgrounds on it. Erica, I don't think, has ever played it. But we had a request for Seminole Wind. And we pulled it out of our asses. And we did it. I stole her. The intro and the outro are on the fiddle, and I forgot that, so I sang them. But it was our first time, right? So we will have to rehearse it at some point, and then, yeah. But it went really well for our first time ever, and I'm looking forward to doing it again in the future once we've had a chance to, rehearse. So let's see. We played. Veronica actually came out on Thursday for the open mic. Was awesome, and I had Eric Johnson get up and play the brand new song that Sam and I wrote that I sang for you guys last Monday. So we did that at the open mic, and that was fantastic. And yeah, just had a really good week for music. And have a really big, good week for music this week as well. I have 2 rehearsals and 1 recording. So lots of stuff going on. And then, of course, we have the Lighthouse show on Saturday. Actually, I want to check something really quick. No, I don't need that. There we are. Okay. I just closed the window I was trying to pull up instead of pulling it up. We have sold 18 of the 20 tickets that were available online. We have 2 tickets online left available and 0 tickets in person. So that means we have 50 people showing up, plus all of the musicians, plus most of the musicians are minors, and so their families are probably going to be there. So yeah, we are going to have a very, very full house. We will probably start serving food early. So yeah, if you want to if you are already planning on going to this show, if you have tickets, I would advise that you get there early, sit, have your food, and then vacate the seat if you are physically able to stand for the rest of the show. We would very much appreciate that because there's not going to be a whole lot of seating. Like, we're going to have to rearrange things, and when we get there, it's going to be real tight. But oh my God, it's going to be a great show. Porter's fantastic. Denver's fantastic. Divine is going to be, dare I say it, just like their name, Divine. I am so excited for this show. And I am going to have tickets to our April show as well. So maybe we'll sell a bunch of tickets for that as well, and we'll get people to go. The tickets for the April show are going to be $20, and we're going to have them for $15 Saturday night. So yeah, and don't forget to bring some, canned or, shelf-stable goods for the food bank, the Coeur d'Alene Community Action Project. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes, which reminds me I need to do some posting about them. Anyway, yeah. It's going to be a fantastic night. I am really looking forward to it, and I hope to see you there. In the meantime, that's what I have going on. I'm going to grab the guitar. We're going to make some music. And I would encourage you, as always, and ask you to please hit that share button and tell all your friends what we're up to. Heck. Because a party is a party. Party's better when you have more people, right? Somebody posted on like Instagram, I think, that they have one of these, and the comment section was filled with like, oh, I used to have one of those little reindeer. Oh, I do, you know, and I was like, oh, I still have mine. He's right here. Theirs was brand new. Fairly certain that if they got it back in the 80s, when they came out, they've had it in a box this entire time. I'm gonna throw a wild guess out there that they probably just bought it from someone else, but they definitely did not have it as a child and played with it as a child, because if they did, it would be as fuzzy and pilly as mine is. But it was cool that they had it. Let's see, what shall we start with today? Let's start with Chameleon, why not? So many pretty colors, yellow, green, and blue. If you ever pick one, it might say too much about you. So you just keep changing, blowing with the wind. Won't stay long enough to make the same mistake again. Leaving smiles and rose thorns behind. On this path of least resistance you design. Blending in the background isn't always gonna work. Someday you will stop running from what you think will hurt. The world outside might welcome you if you just let it in. Take off your coat of many colors. You're no chameleon. Spending so much energy pretending that you're strong. Still you got yourself convinced you'll always say or do it wrong. Emotions are a burden that you always try to hide. Everyone around you probably feels the same inside. Blending in the background isn't always gonna work. Someday you will stop running from what you think will hurt. Know the world outside might welcome you if you just let it in. Take off your coat of many colors. Oh, you're no chameleon. No, no, no. Seems like it's impossible till you have begun. Hardest part is knowing that the job is never done. Oh, blending in the background isn't always gonna work. Someday you will stop running from what you think will hurt. You know the world outside might welcome you if you Hi. Let's do a sing-along. Okay, so Saturday night when we were doing, oh boy, my nose is itchy. When we went to go do Seminole Wind, it's in C, right? The original version is in C. C is a little bit low for me, so I capoed it up 3, which makes it E. And I know that the key that you capo it in, or the key that you play a song in, is better or worse for, depending on what instrument you are playing. I mean, it's true for every instrument. Like, B flat is a really rough key for a guitarist. B flat is also a rough key for a fiddle player. So when I capo, when I play stuff in the key of G and I need to capo it up, I'll usually, when I'm singing by myself, I'll capo it 3 times, which puts it in the key of B flat. When I'm singing with the Juliettes, though, because Erica's playing fiddle, I go to the 4th fret. I put the capo on the 4th fret because that means we're actually playing in the key of B, which is a hell of a lot easier for Erica to play in than B flat. So when we go to when we went to go do Seminole Wind, I capoed it up 3. But then I thought, oh wait, it's easier for Erica when I capoed up 4. But it turns out no. Beg your pardon, it's not in C, it's in E minor. So yeah, so E minor, we're gonna get a little weird here with music theory. E minor is the relative minor for G, which means, short version, that they use pretty much all the same chords. You just start the key here instead of here. So I'm getting way too much into this and I apologize for that, but because I was playing in E minor and then I was going to capo it 3, because E minor and G are so similar, I thought, oh, well, I should just go ahead and capo it 4. Turns out, no, if we're going to play in E minor, it's actually better to capo it for her. It's better to capo it on 3, the 3rd fret. So I just thought that was really funny. You probably don't even know what I'm talking about, which is fine. I'm just going off here. As I do, as y'all know I do sometimes, so. Good morning, buddy. Thank you for tuning in. Good to see you. That's my long, weird way of saying that I capoed in the wrong place and it turned out to be the right place. And now I'm going to capo in the same place, but I'm going to play the other key that I usually play. I know, just shut up and play the music, right? Cassandra, good morning. Thank you for tuning in. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is older than the trees, younger than the mountains. Cassandra. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Teresa. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you very much. We got listeners on Facebook, on YouTube. We're all over the place. Fantastic. I wonder if we're going to get another random Twitch person. I have not been giving Twitch really any love at all, so I don't really get much over there. About, a third of the people who pop on are just like spam. But the 2/3 of the people who show up on Twitch are actual real people, or at least appear to be real people, and I love that. I think I've had more people, like a farther physical reach around the world on Twitch. I think I've had more like international viewers pop up on Twitch, which is super cool. Somebody's like, oh, we're in Finland. And I'm like, hell yeah, I love that. Or Australia, or like the most random Uruguayan out of nowhere. I don't know. It's great though. It's one of the beautiful things about living in this digital age is that we have the ability to connect with people in a way that no one in human history ever has. And it's just the coolest thing. I love it. I can feel you smiling at me, Cassandra. I feel the love coming straight through. Absolutely. As always, I'm taking requests, so if you got a request, throw it in the comments. But do it quick, because I only have a couple more songs. I played Solitaire last week, so I don't want to do that again. You know what I haven't done in a minute? I haven't done Jackson Browne. All right. So, this song is called Jackson Browne. And you may not know this, but it is almost a true story. Told you to hadn't been paying attention, 'cause I've been around for a while. Cassandra, I assume you mean the moon in the mountains? Or do you mean mountains to climb? Maybe I'll just do them both. I'll do them both. No, I need a capo this one, don't I? Far from the highlands and place of my birth, settle up high as we can on this dirt, closer to homeland than any on earth, ocean between who we are and who we were. Sassenachs on with our whiskey and stills. Nobody knew there was gold in them hills. They handed us shovels in place of our meals, not keeping count of the men that it kills. They blew up the bedrock, they dug them a hole, ripped off the face in the name of King Gold. They buried our daddies and dreams in the mines. What will we do when no mountains to climb? What will we do when no mountains to climb? Children are born here with dust in their lungs, breathing in black long before they've begun. Pass the buck and the bucket from father to son, digging their graves for the time it is done. They blew up the bedrock, they dug them a hole, ripped off the face in the name of King Gold. They buried our daddies and dreams in the mines. What will we do when no mountains to climb? What will we do when no diamonds to Alrighty. Well, there we go. Thank you, Cassandra, for requesting that. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and call it because I got a lot to do. I got to have some breakfast and then get ready to head over to Magpie Studios to go record the single. And yeah. But I thank you very much for tuning in, for coming and hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, watch for this single. Hopefully we can knock this out pretty quickly and have it out to you guys soon. In the meantime, please go out there. Be excellent to each other. Come out Saturday. Come out Thursday to Knucklehead for the open mic because it's always amazing. And yeah, I will see you soon. If not at Knucklehead Thursday or maybe Saturday for the Lighthouse show, then maybe right back here, same bat time, same bat channel next Monday morning, and we'll make some more music, all right? I love you all. Have a good day. Mwah. I clicked on you to open you up.